Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about why I bought a Tesla Model 3. If you're interested, stay tuned. First off, yes, I know that the Model 3 is like a dime a dozen here on the West Coast, but this car is the car of the future, literally. That said, there's a bunch of reasons why I bought this car. I don't think anyone can ignore tax credits. Here in California, I'll be able to get the federal $7,500 credit, and California also offers a $2,500 credit for EVs. I was actually going to buy the car in mid-2019, but I did some reading over Thanksgiving, and I found out that the $7,500 credit will be reduced to 25% after June 30th. So 6 to 8 months from now is basically the same thing as now, so I just decided to go for it and buy it now. On top of that, I'll also be getting an $800 credit from PG&E for having an EV. So just a little info on my specific car, I bought the mid-range rear-wheel drive, which is basically the cheapest one you can buy right now. Out the door, my car costs $53.2K, but minus the $10K credit, that's $43.2K. That's almost 19%. That's a big difference. Ever since Tesla introduced the everyday person car, I've been interested in the Model 3. I was one of those 400,000 people that put down a $1,000 credit 2.5 years ago. And the reason why this worked is because there was no way I could afford an $80,000 Model S. And on top of that, the Model S for me is just kind of too big a car. Another big reason is it's obviously way cheaper to operate an EV over gas. Doing some quick math on my way home from work yesterday, I drove 22 miles and used 6 kilowatts of energy. Since I have an EV, PG&E gives me a tiered rate that's better for overnight for charging, and that rate is 13 cents a kilowatt. 6 kilowatts calcs to 78 cents to drive 22 miles. For comparison, my daily Civic gets about 35 miles a gallon, and gas right now is about $3.59 a gallon. So if you take 22 divided by 35, that's about 62% of a gallon, which calcs to $2.25 for the same distance. I know that's only one example, but think about how much you could save per tank. On top of that, since there's no engine in an EV, there's very little maintenance that you need to do for the car. Rotate the tires, change your brake fluid every 2 years, and change your battery coolant every so often. And with regenerative braking, your brake pads are probably going to last you the lifetime of the car. I literally only brake from 5 miles an hour down to 0. That's how good these regen brakes are. Safety was another big factor in buying this car. Tesla builds these cars to be really safe, and after the mishap with the braking system, this car got really good reviews in performance and safety. I feel a lot better in this car than in my tin can Civic, as us car guys like to call Japanese imports. And that's no knock on Honda either. They make really great, reliable cars, and I really like my Civic, but sometimes you just get what you pay for. And speaking of the braking mishap, it's incredible how they can do an over-the-air software update, and voila, everything is fixed. That's another thing that makes Teslas really cool, just like your standard smartphone. You can get the latest and greatest directly to you from the comfort of your own home, no hassles. Another reason I bought the car is because the car is clean and doesn't produce carbon emissions like gas cars do. I feel good that I'm not polluting the earth when I drive around now. Another reason is the range for Teslas. Out of all the EVs right now, Tesla definitely has the best range on their batteries. I really like that because it's like driving a gas car. The range won't hold you back from going somewhere you want to go. And Tesla is really honing in on their supercharger network, so there are superchargers everywhere. Just in my area, there's 3 supercharger locations that add up to 44 chargers. In addition, EV charging stations are popping up everywhere, so you can definitely use one of those if you can't go to Tesla's superchargers. So you can still charge for free at a fast rate in many locations. And this is assuming that you don't put a 240 volt plug or a Tesla wall charger in your home. I won't have to deal with the supercharger issue because I'm going to trickle charge from home. But it's definitely really nice to have that option in case you want to or in case you go on a trip somewhere. Lastly, and this is a bonus for me, is the performance. You don't normally see EV cars that have really good range and can race around the track. Being a car guy, having a car that's good for the earth and can be driven hard is like a dream come true. So those are my reasons why I bought a Tesla Model 3. For you viewers, does this video entice you to look into the Model 3? Or for those of you who have one, what do you like best about your Model 3? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.